joined today by one of New Zealand's leading jockeys, Samantha Collett. She'll be here for the Winter Carnival. Thanks for joining us, Sam.
No worries, thank you for having me on.
Firstly, congratulations on your win in the Rotorua Cup on Saturday. That was quite a ride.
Yeah, Rotorua is a funny little track, and I was quite confident that the horse would be fit enough. Although he was sort of coming into it with one run under his belt with a bit of time off, his residual fitness from having a few runs over the 2-mile trip held him in good stead with the testing track conditions too. So it was very brave, actually.
Yep. Is it true that you're coming over for the Winter Carnival to escape the cold New Zealand weather?
Yeah, something like that. And my partner Sean's down in Melbourne, so no one's at home at the moment. So I thought I may as well bugger off for it's warm.
But on the serious note, you're here to ride a couple of Robbie Patterson's horses during the carnival. Can you tell us a little bit about those? Yeah,
so Rob's been a fantastic supporter of mine pretty much over the last few seasons. More so, we've had quite a bit of success. The two horses he is bringing over, a horse called Pintura, who's the son of Vesper. He's won his last 4. Rob's done a great job of placing this horse. I think he deserves his chance at a nice race, and obviously there's not really much around at home for him at the moment, so he's going to come over and accompany Coventina Bay, which is a mare of Rob's that I've won a few stakes races on now. She's a really nice, progressive type of a mare, and hopefully they come over and they enjoy the better weather as much as I will.
So with Pantera, it's won its last 4. Looks pretty adaptable from what I've seen.
He does. He's a horse that probably took a little bit of time to clear his maidens, but since then he's done nothing wrong. Last start, I was a long way further back than I anticipated I would be, but he was able to overcome that also with the big weight too. So he's been very progressive, and I can't really fault him. His last, obviously, 4 runs, he's sort of been handy, he's been back, he's been everywhere, and he's still been able to produce.
And Coventina Bay, that's pretty high expectations to target a Stradbroke handicap. They must be pretty confident about its chances. Yeah,
obviously there's, some really serious horse flesh over your side of the ditch. And I mean, they're positive and they're hopeful, and they're going to be there and enjoy the whole experience. And I'm sure she'll run well. She's a mare that sort of likes to get back out of the ground a bit early and save that sort of for one run. But Rob did say that if it didn't look like she was going to get a run in the Stradbroke, there might be another race there suitable for her.
Yeah, I think it was a 1,600 metre race last start, so probably a Tats Tiara might be right up her alley.
I think that's something he would, looking at too, potentially, yeah.
And when do you arrive?
So I arrive on the 1st I arrive on the 31st of this month. So I'm there for the trials at Caloundra on the 1st. I spend a couple of days in Melbourne to see Sean, my other half, who's down there riding work for Danny O'Brien at the moment. He's getting a few rides, which is good. So my intentions are hopefully to spend most of June there. We'll see how things are going. Obviously, I'm a free agent, so apart from Rob's 2 horses, I'll probably try and meet a few people and show my face and hopefully secure a few other rides and just see what happens.
And will you be based with Barry Baldwin?
I believe that that's where the horses are going to be based, yes. So I'll just be floating around there and see who I can find who wants to put me on.
Barry might put you on the Candy Man. That'd be all right.
They tell me he's famous over there. I remember seeing him when I was over there for the State of Origin series, and they tell me he's got some cult following.
It must be pretty good to have the confidence of Robbie to bring you over here to ride these 2 horses. Yeah,
obviously I got off Coventina Bay last start to ride another Kiwi mare, Levante, who was running in the same race. So I'm actually very grateful for the owners of Coventina Bay to put me back on her. I did say to them, I'd be quite happy to go and ride her track work and have a winter holiday while they were there. If they were going to use a local rider, that wouldn't have worried me. But Robbie was able to sort of talk them around. And like I said, I know her really well. And even though my experience isn't obviously over there riding the tracks, I'm very familiar with the horse.
So you're just talking about your experience here, and you've mentioned Origin Jockey. What are the other times you've come over?
I've been fortunate to do a little bit of travelling with my premiership win a couple of seasons ago. I was invited to ride in Japan, the World Jockey Series there. I've ridden in Macau. I came over and rode a horse called Sir Slick in the Doncaster, I think it was about 2009 as an apprentice. And then the following year came back to ride him in the Hollandale Stakes as a lead up to the Doomben Cup. I was able to secure another ride that day with Michael Walker not making the weight for Robert Heathcote, a horse called the Hummer. So that was really cool. All being relatively inexperienced then, with another 10 years under my belt. I'm obviously seen a little bit more of the world and things like that. So it'll be another feather to my cap to be able to come over and hopefully really produce the goods over there. It'd be great for me.
You're a Group 3-time Group 1 winner and a New Zealand Premiership winner. Surely the trainers will put you on?
Yeah, I hope they like to think I'm a fairly personable sort of person, but like I said, I'm very grateful for whatever opportunities I can get over there. It's a very tough time of year for all riders, especially carnival time. So I'm obviously very realistic too that, some of the best riders in the country will be there at the time, but I'll be there to enjoy it and make the most of my opportunity, that's for sure.
So if some of the local trainers are looking to put you on during the Winter Carnival, how can they get in contact with you? What's the best way?
Well, I obviously won't have a manager. I'll just be doing my own thing over there. So you can probably get a contact with me via Facebook or Messenger. I have my Kiwi number on me at all times, and hopefully they just see my face around and, we can just liaise that way.
That sounds good. Thanks for your time today, Sam. Best of luck during the carnival.
No worries, and thank you very much for having me on, and hopefully you can see a bit more of me.